Welcome to HR Tech 2024. I'm with my friend Doug Sabella, CEO of Payroll Integrations. Doug, can you give us a little idea of what we should expect over the next couple of days?
I think automation is a major trend here at HR Tech. Obviously, it spans kind of from tip to tail when it comes to HR. So we got everything from, process automation like our company does, which is basic HR automation, moving data back and forth between payroll companies and benefits providers. And then you're getting into kind of like the larger scale payroll companies automating things like employee benefits, payroll running, and basically the purpose of what they're trying to accomplish is to automate these tasks to free up time for their HR administrators or small business owners to focus on what they really need to be doing, not clicking boxes, filling out spreadsheets, but focusing on providing, more culture, better benefits to their employees. And obviously, integrating AI into that is hugely influential here. I mean, you see everybody has Discover AI, or how are we integrating AI into our suite? So that's one area that we're really seeing a lot of interest in the HR side is how do we capitalize on this trend that we're seeing kind of in the greater technology space around leveraging AI, LLMs, things like that, and integrating it into the day-to-day for an HR professional.
What kind of trends are you seeing, out and about, like talking to clients?
I think the first thing I see is automation taking over. AI is picking up scheduling, interviewing, and a lot of the outreach that has traditionally been done by recruiters. So that's number one. And then secondly, I see a real push for data, right? Like making informed decisions about what should our salary be? Where should we hire people? How long should it take? What skills are reasonable to expect? An education of the general HR population and about data, about what's available, what's realistic, is the second thing I'm seeing.
How does this work?
So go ahead, hit it. You're going to try and stop it when it's like VP or senior or something like that.
Okay, let's see what level I am.
Okay. Austin, Texas. So then you're going to get the information about a junior construction manager in Austin. What do they make? How many are there? What is it growing? What's the attrition? How tight is the market? How many postings are there? And how long will you expect to fill it? This is exactly the sort of information you'd want to take when you're meeting a hiring manager. You're going to give them all of this so that they understand that, hey, the market's 91, not 80, right? So that's number one. Number two, it's pretty tight. It's not the most competitive position in the world, but it's not something we can just blow off either. It's going to take us about 43 days to fill this job. And, most people are feeling pretty good about it. The positive sentiment there is in the right direction. So all of this good information to make a decision, to help make a decision.
What is kind of like keeping HR leaders up at night?
Sure. So what we're hearing a lot at Setuply is about the client experience and the need for easy collaboration. So everybody needs to be able to know what they're supposed to do. They need to be able to go to one place to do it and have a lot of workflows and automations in the background that allow them to keep doing their job on a regular basis without having to worry about following up on tasks, ensuring that documents are saved to the same place, that everybody's viewing the same information, and most of all that their clients, whether they are going to be new employees or folks that they're selling their product to, know what's happening in the process. So being able to collaborate all on that easily from one solution is what we're hearing and what we're trying to solve for people.
As I was looking through the docket of sessions, I feel like every other one is AI. We already know it's a trend for HR professionals. What's your take on that?
My biggest fear walking the floor this year, as I've done many times over the past decade, is vendors are going to focus on the technology. They're going to talk about LLMs. They're going to talk about their training models, and they're going to lose sight of how it impacts the day-to-day lives of actual people. We've seen it in the past with other trends like big data. At the end of the day, what did professionals get out of it? Nicer charts with nicer graphs, but the fundamental reality of their lives really weren't changed. If AI can continue to be an underlying technology, and as service providers cannot lose fact that this is in service of the leader, the supervisor, the employee. I think there's tremendous potential. If it just becomes another marketing buzzword, we're going to be talking about something else next year, and the lives of HR people fundamentally will not have changed.
So overall, last 30 years, global workforce participation has been steadily declining. It's expected to continue in that direction. But freelancing is growing. Freelance is expected to be 50% of the US workforce by 2027. Like, that feels like it's tomorrow. So it's growing rapidly, and I'm always encouraging businesses, we're not telling you don't fish in the pond of traditional talent, but you should be fishing for talent in both so you can maximize your outcomes and find all the talent that you need. The talent that really knows and uses generative AI is freelancing. They freelance more than anybody else, and freelancers use Gen AI at a rate that's 3 times what traditional employees use. So if you want to be, as an organization, tapping into Gen AI talent, you're probably going to have to go to a marketplace because that's where that talent lives. The talent that's on the platform is already using generative AI to make them optimize to deliver for their clients, so they can be a lot more productive. But when companies go to the platform, they want Gen AI capabilities. It runs the gamut from prompt engineering to talent that does labeling for the LLMs, or people that can just train and develop your own employees around Gen AI utilization. So early last year, we partnered with OpenAI to make sure we could certify talent on the platform so that when companies are going in there, they know they can trust that this talent definitely knows how to use the latest and greatest.
I think that there's always a place for humanity and authenticity in HR. I mean, we need to remember that the H is human, right? And we all want to feel seen at work and not feel like we're just a cog in a machine. And what Kudo Board is about is authentic appreciation, helping people feel seen by their coworkers. We want them to know that they're appreciated. We want them to be connected as humans with the other people that they work with. What you see is that no matter where you are in your career journey, you want to feel appreciated by your coworkers, and you want to know that you're doing a good job. You want to know that the people you spend 8 hours a day with really appreciate what you do. I think what it is in terms of a modern product is that we're really highly adopted by remote and hybrid teams, because it's really hard to stay connected as people when you're not in the same place. So it's not so much about generations, it's about helping people stay connected digitally and virtually.
Where did the idea from the hats come from?
We are all about spreading some more joy at work. And again, it's like bringing that human element to work. So why not have a little bit of fun while you're at work?